Question for you, do you know who you are? I've often thought it's an interesting question. Rick Marks here today. I want to discuss and look a little bit into exploring an identity of a person. And I think we often look at it and we see that, during our 20s, we're seeking our identity, as kids, you're sort of just a kid and you go through high school and then you hit the real world where you've got university, and we link identity to like a job title or a similar field like that. But I want to break that mindset. I want to challenge you to break that mindset as well, because identity is not a job. Identity is not a passion or a hobby or linked to anything really. Our identity is unique and our identity is like a signature. It's not linked to anything. You can have a job and leave that job, your identity doesn't change. Your job title changes. You can get a promotion, your job title changes, but your identity doesn't change. Your integrity, your how you respect others, the core being of you doesn't change just because you've changed position in a job or just because you've changed companies you even work for. So I want to challenge each and every one that views this video to consider and think about your identity and who you are. Have you actually given it a lot of thought? Have you ever thought about it in that way? I like sometimes to challenge these thoughts because it dawned on me going back. I had a motorbike accident roughly 16 years ago. And when I got back on the motorbike again, 15 odd years later, I started to kind of look at what went wrong, and mentally and thought process wise, where could I have improved? And I think this is something that, again, journaling, you'll hear this word come up frequently and I almost should do a counter on it. But when you journal, you're creating a logbook essentially of all your life's intelligence, I guess. Through me reviewing and thinking about the motorbike accident and what went wrong, it got me to thinking about how I brake on the motorbike, how I'm braking into a corner and stuff. And then I went and I spoke with a friend who has been riding for decades and decades. And I said, how do you brake? Kind of just gave me a kind of a look as if to kind of, what do you mean? So have you ever actually given an active brain power thinking how you brake on the motorbike? And, digging into that and realizing that so many of us do so many automatic processes every day and thoughts, and we don't actually give it the validation or the thought as active thought to why we do what we do. So that then just creates us into like an autopilot, and I guess as time goes on, we less and less actively think about things. And I can see that as time goes on and you get towards like that retirement stage, you become, I guess, formed and shaped as you are, because you're no longer actively really thinking about anything. You're just autopiloting. So break it down and start to actively review things and go, why do I think Tom is, lazy at work? Like, what is it about Tom in my head? Me in particular, why do I think? Doesn't matter if everybody thinks Tom, is lazy. That's not the point. The point is to actually think yourself about where are your thoughts and who you are, because then you can start to look at yourself and go, I'm not a very nice person because I often think negative towards people without giving them an opportunity to be amazing first. Or, there could be a whole raft of things, and these will create the core identity of you. So I hope that's been somewhat insightful. I'd love to spark some conversation. I think that there's lots to be explored in this, and I'm hoping to do a number of more videos surrounding this as we, I guess, map it out. But I just wanted to challenge you to think about who you are and your identity, and to think a little bit more about, rather than jumping to conclusions with people, with situations, to take that breath, slow things down, and think about how you're going to respond. Because that's what I definitely encourage with my kids, to slow things down, because I can see sometimes they get caught in a cyclone type situation where their emotions are just rampant, and being able to help them to take a breath, collate what's going on and assess what's going on, and then work out how they're going to respond, because we are the only person that can change how we respond. I can't change how you treat me, but I can change how I react to you. You know, if I feel like you don't like me and then I treat you like rubbish, well then how can I expect you to treat me nicer if I'm not changing how I view it? So anyway, that's it for today. You'll see me again 9 o'clock every day, Monday to Friday, Australian Eastern Standard Time. If you've enjoyed it, thumbs up, subscribe, bell notification, and comment below. Thanks for watching. Bye.